enchilada bagel. So you remember when I said hold on to this stuff right here from enchiladas? Well, guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna grab some extra stuff and we are gonna be making bagels. So the cool thing about bagels is that you can do whatever the heck you want to them. So I'm gonna have a little bit of fun. Always remember to wash your hands. We have all these wonderful things right. We're going to grab a bagel. Now with bagels, you wanna put this side facing outward, because this is where the most heat is going to be in your toaster. And then I've got mine set down to approximately 2. Now our next stop is take this oven and start it up to broil. I set this plate out the way, and we got to get this stuff ready. So I got whipped cream cheese. Good Lord. And I want to make this a little bit flavorful. This is going to be used for one of the halves, but basically we're making enchilada bagels, leftover enchilada sauce. Now be careful when pouring this, because this will want to tip. That should be good. Might need to get some more cream cheese. And I got this from Dollar Tree. Why not? So the amazing thing about what we're doing here is we're just using leftovers to make these bagels amazing. Or at least we're not making it boring. Best way I've found is to smash it in. It's still going to be cream cheese. Probably going to need more of it. If we're doing a base, action might not be that bad. So we're mixing this until we get nice consistency. Then grab our plate, get this out the way. Grab our big pan since I can't find the small one. This is a little bit better, so we're mixing all of those together. We're going to put a nice little coating over the top of it as a base for the enchiladas. And always keep a little bit on your spoon if you need to add more, and if you don't want to have too much on there. A nice thorough coating around the sides. And with hands washed, we're going to get our hands dirty. And don't worry about getting messy. These are leftovers, and we're going to use these leftovers. It's great for a quick snack. You could also make this your main entree. And you see this in the center, it dropped a little bit. I'm going to use cheese to hold it in there. I'm going to make this a full-on stuffed bagel. That's a fun snack for the kids. Like, I would have loved having snacks like this growing up. And don't forget your vegetables. You're going to love this stuff. Cooked red onion. Okay, so here's how I'm going to differentiate these. I'm going to put cheese on one of them, a lot of cheese, because we want this thing to hold itself together. Of course, when you're doing a lot of cheese, check the quality of the cheese. You don't want to find any mold on it. So always check it first, but always keep your eyes on what you're spreading. And for this one, I'm going to do a little bit something different. I'm going to take this lime. I'm going to do some lime zest. You know what? I changed my mind. I want some lime juice. I'm going to push this back. Cut into this lime. Pull down both sides. Just cut straight through the middle. And then place it straight down here. Keep in mind, I'm doing this on the bowl, and you probably shouldn't until you're used to your knife. I'm cutting an angled cut just to get a little bit of lime juice. Oh yes. You'd be surprised the amount of effect the lime juice has and the lime zest. So these have to go off to the side. Make sure your hands are dry before touching this, because the more moisture you have in your hands, the more likely it's going to be that mold can grow. You don't want that. Let me get this right. We're going to angle this down just a little bit. We don't want the top rack, we want the bottom. What we're going to do is we're going to keep this right above it. So this isn't too hot yet, but we're going to keep this pan right above these. As always, clean up your mess, because we are going to save these limes for another time. All right, so confession time. I put that on broil. I forgot that I had the pan in there, and I was trying to play it off like, oh, we're doing an actual broil like Burger King. No, I was just playing it off. Totally my mistake. I'm keeping that in there, though, because this whole thing is hot. So I'm going to turn this down to about 350 degrees. So you've already got a toast on the outside of your bagels. But right now, these are shielded By this thing I forgot in here. I should have added the meat first, and then after that's cooked, added the cheese. That was on me because I was panicked and I wanted to impress all of you. So let's put this back in here and pretend like nothing happened. Yes, that's exactly what we're going to do. Go team. So I'm rethinking my life choices. That's low enough. I'm going to put it to broil just a little bit because it's starting to get warmer, but I want it to cook a little bit more. Everything in there is technically cooked. Like all of this has already been cooked. So I don't need to re-cook it. I'm just warming it up. I mean, I could call it recook. Yeah. Morning, come with me to a faraway place where the caravan camels roam, where enchantment grows rampant, walks wild in the streets. Open sesame, here we go. When the heat from the east and the buns from the west and the cheese in the oven's right, come on down, walk on by, have a bagel and try another enchilada bite. Those enchilada bites like an enchilada days. Oh my, what a sight! I want to take a bite in 3 or 4 ways. I'll just let it back up. With a caravan camel. Here we go! When the cheese from the east meets the sauce from the west, and the cheese is melted right. Come on down, stop on by, grab a bagel and try another enchilada bite. Enchilada bite. Like enchilada cheese. I'm really trying here. That could seriously be a bop. I just need to get my chords down. The bottom of this. Oh, Lord have mercy. Now, the reason I'm rotating it, because you see that browning on the outside, going a little bit further than I'd want it to, but I like the browning. So I want it to kind of solidify, caramelize just a little bit, and then I'm going to put this shield on top of it. I know I didn't wash this. And those are getting really brown. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit more. I want you to see that beautiful brown. That beautiful brown. And then we move this above. Oi, skipper. 350 degrees. Now let's say you didn't want to use any cheese on this. You can use these, okay? A little sprinkle of lime juice. Bon appetit. But if you have cheese on there, then it's just going to dribble off the sides. It's raining, man. It's raining lime. Hallelujah, it's raining lime. Okay, telltale sign. Oh yeah, that's very, oh, it's still squishy. Oh. Okay, so here's what we're doing. We're taking a peek at it, and the sides are still squishy. Dum, 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 dum. These bagels are squishy, hot, very hot. Look at this. This is just beautiful, isn't it? That is a beautiful enchilada bagel. Like, subscribe for Broke Gourmet. Because we just broke gourmet, baby. Oh.